Hello peeps. Right, as you saw from the last video, I've got the B2B in. I figured while I was sorting out the wiring, I'd take the chassis and both the chassis batteries out, the starter battery and the chassis battery out of the van. Discovered something a little alarming. Can you see the bulge on the side of that? I'm not sure if it's going to show up that well in here. That side should show the lovely bulge in the side of the battery. That one's not so bad. I don't know what battery that is now. I've got them both confused as to what's what. Most people think, oh, that's overheated, that's been over discharged, over recharged. What that is there's a label on the top of the battery that says remove transit bungs before fitting, and if you don't remove them, that's what happens to your perfectly good battery. Both batteries were fitted brand new before I bought the van because it kept refusing to start, so the seller put 2 new batteries in it. And admittedly, they are now 18 months old, but they're both bulging like Dolly Parton in a bikini. Apologies to Miss Dolly Parton, but they're not damaged in any way. They haven't been overheated. They just literally haven't had the transit bungs removed. So if you're new to the game, not necessarily got a mechanical background, and you want to fit a battery, if it says remove the bungs, remove the bungs. Right then peeps, a few items have turned up. Me neutral cable, negative cable, earth cable, whatever, has turned up in 16mm, so that's now been upgraded to 16mm from the original, I think it was 12mm squared. So now all the lives and neutrals are all in 16mm squared, which is good for 75 amps, and this is only a 50 amp charger. And I've got a 60 amp breaker on the positive, so if it goes over 50 amps the breaker's going to trip before the cable, which is the whole idea of fuses. Put a few labels up, turn off solar first, solar switch first, battery second. I've fitted another breaker there that goes to the fuse box. That's so I can isolate the loads from the van and still leave the controller running. If for some reason I run the battery very, very low, I can literally disconnect the loads, the fuse box is isolated, and I can just concentrate on the battery being charged, or I can disconnect everything by just flipping that. I ordered a bunch of these last year. I've got 5 or 6 from laying about the place. Now I'm just starting to use them, so while I've got them I may as well use them. There's the rest of the Phoenix wiring, which has got to be hidden behind that wall, but of course there's a dirty grate 40mm 5mm thick walled box section behind there, which goes up and surrounds the cab. It's what bolts the box at the back to the cab at the front. Right then peeps, just finished just as it starts to rain. There's the under seat box, there's the 100 amp mega fuse, there's the cable going up the starter motor battery terminal. Got a block of UPVC on the back, stop the screws sticking in. Check the batteries in case they slide, which they shouldn't do because they've got a bloody great clamp over there that holds them in. I found the breathers that should have been plugged onto the batteries but weren't. I need 1 elbow for that one. That's what plugs into your battery, so your fumes go outside. Goes down for a breather pipe there. Right, so that's the starter battery, 100 amp mega fuse. Cable all tucked away. It's not directly on the starter battery. You've got 6 inches of cable, which is double protected. There's 2 layers of this trunking on top of it, and that should be enough to fully protect everything. Let's hope. Fingers crossed.